Saira, yeah, few thoughts initiated by Sundar in his talk, and further, further more on that, where Sundar leaves from there, he takes over and shares this with you while he drives. Today, the lines which we are going to uh, get into are the lines poured by Ma Sita after bestowing the Ashtasiddhi extra etc. to Hanuman. Ma says, राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा. These are the lines. सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा. The literal meaning, the simpler meaning, we all understand. Direct meaning. But what is the meaning? Which Sundar quoted an incident and left it at that, which will be developed for your sake, as per whatever Swami gives to him. सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा. That means, okay, in the initial stages of the sadhana, bhakti sadhana, it is very clear, direct meaning. But as you advance in your spiritual sadhana, you are almost there. Okay, uh, just nearing the self-realization. Okay, even at that situation, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा means let your lower aham, ego, let that always be the dasa. That means let that always be enveloped or transcended or covered or eradicated or ruled out or eliminated by the Raghupati, the pure aham that you verily are. Let at no stage in the sadhana, even when we are after realization, it is invalid because there is no possibility of your ego cropping up. Because having possibility of the ego and self-realization, these both are mutually exclusive, contradict to each other. Only one can remain, the other cannot remain. So up to the point of realization, you are almost there, nearing the moksha dwar. Even at that situation, when you exist, obviously it flows from MBCA that your memory, chitta is there, your ahankara is there, your manas buddhi is there, vasanas are there, because if the vasanas are not there, that means you are self-realized. With all these dangerous equipments ready to attack and push your ragadvesha, abhinivesha for your actions, even prior to almost at the point of realization. It is warned again and again in the treatise that up to the point of realization, there can be a downfall where one can reach far, far below even the normal spiritual aspirants. Even he can fall below the Vishaya and Arthi, leave alone Jignasu and Sannyasi. So let at no point of time up to the realization, O Raghuvar, my lower ahankara ever stand face to face and assume a dual identity apart from the pure aham that I am. All that Sundar did not explain, he just told one word that let the I lower I be merged in the pure aham. Only one line he told. Okay. So, like we ended with Man Ek Bar Hari Bol, even for that we invoke God's presence and God's help. Mujhe Shakti do. So, only when this is possible, only when there is no possibility of your Ahankara getting a definite form, definite identity, can you be serving as instrument of the Divine Lord, Sai. Taking this further, he quotes this was already shared in one of the talks in 2018. Most of you might have forgotten that. There is a poem by Saint Xavier, which Sundar in the 80s, in one of the talks, he quotes this. And this is for Sai, of course. He says, the entire poem, he'll reach office and forward to you. The lines start, the two lines are more important, the first initial lines. Make me your, make me thy instrument of peace. It's somewhat like this. The lines may differ because he can't look at the lines while talking on the phone. The essence is that you make, Lord, you make me your instrument of peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow, SOW, love. The line goes like this. And Swami appreciates that. He says it's very good, very good, very good. And after a few talks, he on few occasions he repeats this because Swami likes these lines apparently. And when after a few times, when Sundar evolves as a sadhaka, Swami observes who else but Swami can know the evolvement in spiritual sadhana of all of us. Swami, when he quotes these lines and takes the Pada Namaskar, he says, what is this? Make me your instrument. It sounds arrogant. You are ordering Bhagwan. You should, with Bhavyam, you should say, may I be the instrument. Oh, oh, Sundar feels that, okay, okay. Afterwards, he changes that. May I be the instrument of you. Huh? May I be the instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love, and so on and so forth. This goes on for a while. And then comes a stage, the sadhaka evolves, the divinity observes, and then there is a Kodaikanal trip where there is no distance between Swami and Sundar like it is there in Parthi when the student or the professors hold on to the mic and talk, and Swami is a little far away from them, seated on the Simhasan. And almost like he remembers when Sundar was telling, he was remembering that was how he was The one who is talking to you, he was seated near Ma Amritanandamai for half an hour, 45 minutes, way back 2012 or so. And what happened between him and Ma is a thing which cannot be expressed through words. So they are so close, and he is asked to speak, and he says, "May I be the instrument?" Swami says, "What is this? Begging, 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 begging. Always, may I. What is this begging?" And Sundar is surprised. He is about to say, "Swami, you only told me to change from make me to may I." Before he could start, Swami says, "No. Now the stage should come where you have to tell with conviction, I am your instrument. I am your instrument." Raghupati ke dasa. First of all, for qualifying to be even telling, make me your instrument or may I be instrument, leave alone I am your instrument. Even qualifying to reach that state, one has to be cleansed of all vasanas, all ego, all asmita, minus. The one who is rusted with this asmita, ahankara, is not qualified to go and tell Swami, make me your instrument. Okay. Now let us see. Now we are dealing with all sattva, rajas, tamas in the blog posts. Okay, let us leave tamas for a moment. Okay, we will give the discounting factor as being devotees. We will assume that there is no tamas in us anymore. When we say it is his perspective, the one who is talking to his perspective. When we say make me your instrument, there is an element of rajas in that. There is an element of uh, mm, self arrogance in that. Make me, because I am. You have created me, and you have been telling in the discourses from 60s that from 40s, late 40s, that I have come to transform all of you. So you might as well perform your duty, no matter where I am, what I am. You make me your instrument. So there is an element of rajas. From rajas, we have to move to sattvic. So the sattvic mode comes when we say, "May I be your instrument." Okay, and let that subdued, sublime. May I be your instrument. The sattvic guna prevails there. When all the gunas are transcended, when you transcend sattvic and become pure sattva, it is that level where we do not say with our mind, it flows from within. Actually, we are silent. We would be silent. We would not say that. You would actually be his instrument. That is the state where which Swami says, "Tell I am your instrument." We have to be very, very clear, dear brothers and sisters. Even if an iota of ahankara, iota of identity of our body, mind, intellect is there, when we say, "I am your instrument," it is not the "I am your instrument" which Swami says. Swami has taken through 3 stages. Okay, this I am is not the I am body, mind, intellect. When we reach the Aham Brahmasmi, when we reach that state of existing as his instruments, that is the actual Raghupati Kedas. When we reach the state of being his instruments, then there will be only silence. That state is prescribed in the Vibhu Gita as Maha Maunam. Not normal Maunam. Maha Maunam. There will be only silence because there is nobody left in us anymore to say, I am your instrument. Then you actually work as his instrument day and night intuitively without your mind conveying anything to you, without your ego being there at all. Okay, we have to take up this service no matter where we are because the ego cannot be, of course, everybody cannot become Jivan Mukta in a stroke. There will be vasanas, there will be sanskaras manifesting as vasanas, there will be an element of raga dvesha in us when we take up the service activities. But how long? A PhD student cannot hold on due to his affection, past memories. He cannot go back and sit in his fifth class C section desk and say, I used to be the student of this section, so I love this desk, I will not leave. No, you have to evolve. You have to evolve. So though your service may have that pinch of vasanas or raga dvesha in the beginning or even at the middle stages, our goal should be very clear. No matter how far it is, no matter how distant a dream it is, no matter whether we are able to achieve that state in this birth or not, but the goal should be very clear. Saga Raho Raghupati Ki Das. This dasatvam is Atmanivedanam because in this dasatvam where I am Thai instrument is talked about, where there is no physical bhakta who is the dasa of the Raghupati, but the